Okay, let's look at a different file, maybe a file with a few more problems and a few more misdetections. Let's load this file. Here we can already see that the R spike goes in both directions, up and down, and detection is working okay here, so all R spikes are correctly counted. And by ANSLAB, the blue box indicates the rise time that is required by ANSLAB for detection of an R spike, and the green line indicates the minimum distance between R spikes. IVIs are displayed for the whole file, and this view makes it fairly easy to identify problems or misdetections. Using the rectangle zoom tool, we can look into those sections, zooming into the file to get a feel for what's going on. So now we're still displaying the IBI, and we see a jump from around 600 milliseconds to like 3000, and this is clearly no physiological response. To see what happened here, we can switch from the event mode, meaning the reduced data channel, IBI in this case, back to the raw channel. And now we see what happened here. There was likely a muscle contraction of the upper body or respiration or movement that resulted in one missed R spike here. So from inspecting this, it's fairly hard to see where an actual R spike would have been. So I would not try to insert that one here. I would just exclude that whole period from editing. So going back to the event mode and zooming back out, total interval, we would just use the connect button and draw a box around that artifact, and values above or below that box will be excluded and interpolated. So now you see this artifact is gone. Let's look at a few other misdetections here. Switching to raw. So this is a case where by eyeballing the signal we can infer where the actual R spike should have been. So we're gonna insert an R spike here using the insert button, and we can see the red line is indicated here. Switching back to the event mode and zooming back out, we can see that this artifact is gone. So one can now go through the file and look artifact by artifact and edit on a more fine-grained level, like here where an R spike is missed again. Depending how precise the editing should be, this can be a lot of work. Alternatively, we could just go back to the total interval and use an exclusion box for the whole signal, and for most research designs this approach is fine, since these excluded values are linearly interpolated, so they won't affect heart rate variability or mean heart rate levels. After each exclusion, ANSLAB zooms back in and makes smaller artifacts look larger. So I'm successively doing this a few times to exclude the major artifacts. And this is probably fine. Once we're done, we hit the resume button and go to the next step.